everyone. Welcome to the Mufasa book reading. My name is Julia, and we are still reading from Dr. Sunny Stout-Rostron's book titled Business Coaching, Wisdom and Practice. Enjoy. Chapter 11, Integration and Synthesis. How can you move to the next level in your practice? If we talk about adult stages of development, coaching as an emerging profession is currently journeying from adolescence into its adult phase. A danger is that it becomes a fashion to call oneself a coach or to be a coach in training. In other words, rather than a respected profession, coaching becomes a passing trend. I see coaching today in terms of its life curve, both in South Africa and globally, as more in adolescent than in maturity, with hormones racing up and down. Right now, coaching needs direction and the continual building of a knowledge base in order to begin to define its move towards professional practice. Continuous reflection, learning, and practice. I have based this book on my research, teaching, and business practice, emphasizing the need for continuous reflection and learning. So, the purpose of the book has been to integrate wisdom and practice with recommendations and suggestions for practitioner, coaches, HR, and OD professionals, and managerial leaders who want to fine-tune their business coaching skills. Throughout the book, I have endeavored to provide a broad understanding of the business coaching process. I have looked at the origins and current reality of coaching, the influence of psychology, adults, and experiential learning and existential and diversity theories as the theoretical and developmental underpinnings of coaching. Coaching embraces a process of experiential and continuous learning for client and coach. Although I have explored how to use various question frameworks and models, these are not by any means all that is available to the business coach. In examining diversity issues that clients and coach experience, we have identified linguistic, cultural, ethnic, and gender issues that require flexibility and the development of new competences on the part of the coach. We have endeavored to share with you a broad range of business coaching approaches that will help you to identify gaps in your knowledge, but also to integrate new learning into your own practice. The complexity of the coaching process. We have analyzed the complexities of the coaching conversation. The basic tool of a business and executive coach. We think that business coaching has a huge contribution to make to leadership competence inside organizations. We have analyzed the complexity of the coaching conversation, the basic tool of business and executive coach. We think that business coaching has a huge contribution to make to leadership competence inside organizations, and we have tried to take an in-depth, dynamic, and integrative look at the coaching process, question frameworks, how to use current coaching models, examining current coach-client concerns such as ethics, contracting, supervision, and the relationship between coach and client. The book's focus has been on behalf of coaching conversation, learning from experience, which we believe is crucial for individual and organizational transformation. The importance of experiential learning is that it emphasizes a client's individual subjective experience. In existential terms, the term of experience is not a given. It is subject to interpretation. Coach and client use the business coaching conversation to actively reconstruct the client's experience with a focus on setting goals that are aligned to the client's internal drivers, by which we mean their intrinsic values, beliefs, and feelings. However, it is important that there is some kind of synthesis with values of the organization within which they work. Jacques and Clement advocate the managerial leaders acquire qualities of cognitive complexity, appropriate knowledge and skills, and wisdom about people. Coaching is an egalitarian relationship, even if the focus is that of the coach on the client. Both individuals bring their experience, expertise, and wisdom to the relationship. In coaching, the coach will adapt their style according to their model. But most important is the development of the relationship through the client-coach interactions. Coaching from a systems perspective. Coaching models help us to understand the coaching intervention from a systems perspective and to understand the need for structure in the interaction between coach and client. Models help us to develop flexibilities as coach practitioners. They offer structure and an outline for both the coaching conversation and the overall coaching journey. Specific frameworks of questions are useful for business coach, either as a way to get started with a new client or simply as a tool to be used as part of their own coaching model. Common experiences which shape the culture of society may impact on which frameworks are useful to you than others. South Africa is an extremely complex, multicultural society, yet within organization, there will be commonly shared values, beliefs, and assumptions about leadership, management, responsibility, experience, and language. Question frameworks are simply tools for you to structure the coaching conversation. Gradually, as you begin to refine your own coaching model, it will become clear which question frameworks are most useful to you. In this book, we have explored a range of diversity themes, the personality traits to gender, race, ethnicity, language, and linguistic patterns, as well as religion and styles of communication. In the business environment, the coach needs to become aware of and to manage their own responses to question of diversity before they begin to coach a client on similar issues. We have focused on raising the business coaches' awareness to crucial diversity issues, both within themselves and within their individual and organizational clients. Developing competence. Defined and benchmark skills and competences serve a dual purpose. They give clarity in terms of how we are selected for an intervention, how they give the coach guidelines on what is expected and how to continually develop and improve. However, as coaching is at this stage very much an unregulated industry, skills and competence are simply defined by coaching associations as part of a philosophy or as a means to membership of their association. We aim to help you identify your own level of skill and competence, recognizing your own strengths as well as targeting areas for development. We explained in detail the required skills and competences defined for business coaches by professional bodies, highlighting specific competences on which you should focus on within your continuing professional development. Although contracting, supervision, and ethical conduct have been practiced in the helping professions for decades, they are not regulated for coach practitioners. We have looked at each of the roles and functions of these three key areas. Ultimately, these processes will benefit and protect coach and client. The development of professional supervision, contracting, and ethical codes is emerging as a vital function within the discipline of coaching. A very new competence under appraisal in the global coaching community, and as a result of the ICRF, the Institute of Coaching at Harvard, McLean Medical School, and the new professional and practice-focused research special interest group at Middlesex University, London, is that all practitioner coaches are potential contributors to an emerging and sustainable body of knowledge. This requires very specific skills from practitioners, including the ability to read and apply research, as well as to generate critical inquiry into practice. That is where today's reading will end. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share to your family and friends. Bye!